Today on Mina Studio, I got a new page turner pedal. Oh, jeez. Whoops. Okay. I'll be more careful this time. Welcome to Mina Studio. My name is Nathan, and with me as always is my tech director, Ronald. I just got a new Bluetooth page turner pedal, which I almost just destroyed. So that's fun. So today I'm going to take a look at the Stomp Bluetooth page turner pedal. And I've been in the market for a new Bluetooth page turner pedal. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say that, it's simply a pedal with Bluetooth that turns the pages on your iPad. Pretty self-explanatory. So if you're playing chord sheets, you press one of the foot switches, it changes to the next page or song or whatever so that you can keep playing. So I've been in the market for a new one of these, and Rob Hampton from Coda Music Technologies sent me this Stomp pedal to try out and review. So that is what I'm doing here today. I've been using it for about 3 or 4 weeks now at church, so I have a decent idea of how it works, and I'm going to let you know. So I have been using the AirTurn Bluetooth pedal. I think it's the AirTurn Duo or something. It's the BT105 is the official title of it. And it worked, which was the most important thing to me. It works. It turns pages, so that's good. But there were some things I weren't crazy about it. One, the actual pedals, or the foot pedal thing, whatever you want to call them, the stompy bits. They're made of plastic. The whole thing is, so sometimes I feel like I'm going to break them. I don't think I really am, but it feels like that. And then the other thing, this is the thing that really drove me crazy, is that there's only one tiny little red button on this pedal to do everything. So to turn it off, to turn it on, to sync it, to unsync it, to reset it, all of that is this little button here, and you just press it for different varying lengths to do the different things, and then this LED flashes green or red or orange and at different speeds and different amounts and different colors to let you know what you did when you pressed it. But it was all very complicated. I could never figure out what in the world I was doing, and often ended up taking like 10 minutes before service to try to get the thing to sync with my iPad, which just isn't fun. And occasionally it would disconnect from my iPad. I almost threw this one. My gosh, I need to set these down. So occasionally it would disconnect from my iPad during the middle of service, which is just no fun at all. So, been looking for something new, and Rob, I'm going to be very more careful this time. Although it's all metal, so it should be good if I throw it. Don't throw it, kids. Don't throw it. Rob at Coda Music Technologies sent me the Stomp Bluetooth page turning pedal. I really like it so far. I got a couple issues with it that I'll talk about a little later, but not huge. I really like that it is all metal. It feels really solid, and it looks and feels just like a boutique stomp box, like a distortion pedal or something you'd use with an electric guitar. I really like that. It's a bit heavier than this because it's all metal, but not enough to really matter, and I like the metal. It feels durable. I think it is durable. I've only used it for 3 or 4 weeks, so I can let you know more later on that. The other thing I really like is that it has buttons for everything, clearly labeled, and connects easily to my iPad. That's really what I'm looking for in one of these pedals. I'm not looking for a lot. I just want it to connect and work. And this one does. So that's good. So I'm going to turn it on right now, and you'll see. So I can turn it on with this button here, clearly labeled power. It's on. That's nice. So blue light's on. You can see there, and I think it should automatically have connected with my iPad, as long as I didn't do something weird on my iPad between now and last time I used it. So if I press, there you go. Hopefully you can see that changing page. These lights are causing some issues here. Now I've got it in edit mode. Dang it. I'm having a rough time, guys. I touched it somewhere and put it in edit mode. So there you can, now it's too bright. Oh my goodness gracious. There you go. You can't see it at all. Hopefully you can see it there. Turning the pages. Quite simple. I just turn on the pedal and it's synced with my iPad because I already had it synced with it. So it just works, which is great. I turn it on, it syncs, I don't have to mess with it, and I have yet to have to mess with it at all. The only thing that happens is that during the sermon it will turn off because it's got like a 25-minute sleep timer on it, but I just go back up, turn on the power button, and it's always synced again right away, no problem. So that is nice. It's got all these buttons here clearly labeled. Power button, this is a repeat or infinite button, and that if you press that, then just holding one of the foot switches will continuously scroll through pages instead of just one at a time. And then these down here, worked with this button, used with this button, operated with this button, selected with this button. So these down here, which you select with this button, are basically just different key commands. So what Bluetooth pedals do are they kind of pretend they're keyboards and sync to your device, and then they do like the back and forth arrow. They send those commands to your device. So this is switches what command it sends. So this is back and forth arrow, this is up and down arrow, this is spacebar I think, and this is enter maybe, I'm not sure. Basically whatever program you use might use a different key command to switch pages, and this just selects those different key commands so you can use it with all different apps. So that's really nice. Another thing that some of you may not worry about, but I love, is that if I press both of the foot pedals at the same time, it will disconnect this. The light flashes to tell me I'm disconnected, and I can use the keyboard on my iPad. Because whenever one of these is connected to your iPad, you can't use the on-screen keyboard, so you can't take notes, you can't put notes on your chord sheets at all because it thinks this is a keyboard connected. With this, I couldn't take notes, or I had to turn off the Bluetooth or whatever. This, I can just press both pedals and it'll disconnect. I can use the keyboard, make notes, then press them and it'll connect again, and I can use the pedal. So that is really, really nice. I like that. And then finally, this I don't use, but some people might find it really handy. Just nice they put this on there. This is a USB port that you can charge your devices from. So if this pedal is plugged in to the wall, not using battery, but plugged into the wall, then you can use this USB cord to charge, say, your iPad. So you can have your iPad charging off of this pedal that's plugged into the wall, which is really nice. I probably won't use this because I use this on batteries, but nice to have. So that's what I like about it. I do have a couple of issues that may or may not even affect you, depending on your situation. The first of which is that it runs off just a regular 9-volt battery. The AirTurn has a rechargeable battery in it, so I just plug it into USB, it charges, don't have to worry about the battery. This uses a regular 9-volt, which you change by unscrewing the back panel, putting the battery in, screwing the back panel on. So if the battery goes out in the middle of service, it's really quite difficult to change it in the middle of service. If it's in the middle of a song, you can't do anything about it. Although I guess if this is charged, you'd have to wait for it to charge anyway, so you really couldn't use this either. Anyways, so I wish it had a rechargeable battery just to make things easier, but it says that the regular 9-volt in there will last 150 hours, which, since it turns off automatically when I'm not using it, is like 150 services, probably. So I think it should be okay. I haven't used it for 150 services yet, so I'll let you know if that changes, but shouldn't be a big deal. And if you have this on a pedal board, which it looks like it was made to be on a pedal board, then it won't even matter because you'll just plug in the power straight to the pedal board and you won't have to worry about a battery at all. So that's the first issue, may or may not affect you. The second one, again, may or may not affect you, is that you can hear the foot switches. They're a little loud. So on the AirTurn, I'm pressing it now. You can't hear me pressing that. But on this one, you can hear that. I'll put it on the ground, see if you can hear it. So it's really not that loud. And if you're on stage, kind of away from people, you probably won't hear it. And if there's music playing, you're definitely not going to hear it. So if you're in a medium or big church, this probably won't be an issue at all. I unfortunately play in a lot of small churches, like church plants and coffee houses and house churches where it's just me playing acoustic, and you can hear me pressing those. It's not loud. I don't think it's too distracting as long as I don't stomp on it too hard, but it can be a little issue. Might not be an issue for you, a little bit of an issue for me, but not enough for me to not use this over this one. So that's all I got. That's the Stomp Bluetooth page turner pedal from Coda Music Technologies, and it's made in America. I really like it. I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for a Bluetooth page turner pedal. It's $129 on their website right now. That might be on sale, but about the same price, similar price to the AirTurn. And it's a really good pedal, so check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you back here next week.